How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Caswell Customs. Vinny here, and we're getting back to the trailer. I know we are talking about how, we gotta get this done, take our trip to Traverse City. Obviously plans change with, COVID-19 going on, but finally getting back to getting the trailer done. Want to be able to get the Kubota actually up to the property so that we can kind of level it, do some changes up there, get it to where it's going to be so much better to camp there. We're talking about putting a shed up, that way we can kind of just leave some stuff there and just make it easier to take weekend trips. So want to get this trailer done. So still don't have the electrical. I got to wait on Tim. I could probably do it, but it's not something I want to mess with. I don't want to burn our trailer down. So I actually got our TV mounted the other day, so that's pretty cool. We got a little Roku device in here, so we're going to be able to watch Netflix, Hulu, stuff like that, so that'll be nice. Started getting some of the wall up, which is pretty good. Now we just got to finish getting the rest of the wall in, get like our trim pieces in, and then, but what we're going to accomplish right now, let's go ahead and start shaving all this spray foam off so that it's flush. That way the panels fit up nice and clean. Finally get our anchor points anchored in, bolted in through those new plates we put in, and then get our spring tension so that it's actually pretty easy to put the door up and down. So we're going to go ahead and get started by shaving this and getting the rest of the walls up. So this is the first thing. As you can see, we got everything out of the garage. That way my brother could park in there again. So we got stuff all in the trailer, just kind of everywhere. But I'll still be able to work in here just because we are just putting up the walls. As you can see, we started to get some of them up. So we've got, wow, that's really dark because of the light. But so we've got the light in, cut out. We've got most of this wall in, so I still got to do this top piece here. And then I'm gonna get the rest of this wall done. So I'll just be shifting stuff from side to side. No big deal. But I just want to get it out of the garage so we can still work in here. We can still do what we need to. But it's gonna be a little bit more crammed with that going on. I still have to set the rear spring, which now that the walls are almost in, I'm gonna go ahead and get that done. I'm a little bit nervous about actually tensioning these, but shouldn't be anything super crazy. I mean, I know it is kind of dangerous, but we'll get that done. Probably not in this video, but here soon. But this is one of the things we got. This is the plug from the wall to the generator. So once we actually get the wall up, drill through up there for our plug point, that'll be able to let us plug into the trailer and into the generator. The big thing that we got, which I'm super excited about, is our diesel heater. So this is actually a 12 volt diesel heater, and as you can see, this is our big tank. So that's what holds the diesel fuel, and right in here is our actual heater. Okay, so right there is our actual heater. It's this nice carbon fiber, fake looking stuff. It's just kind of this like peachy looking red color. Here's the rest of the components, but that's a 12 volt heater. So the plan is we're going to get a deep cycle marine battery, and so that way if we get up somewhere super late, we can just hook it up to that real quick, start the heater going. We still have the 12 volt lights off the truck going, which that's another thing. I wired those backwards, so I got to fix those. But basically we can just set up camp real quick, get the machines out of here for snowmobiling, and then set up our beds, go to sleep for the night, and not really worry about it. And then we're just going to have a 12 volt inverter that'll plug into one of the outlets and let us run off the generator. That way we kind of have two different ways of powering it, and we can still do everything that we need to and be comfortable and have heat. So super excited about that. So probably not getting this put in today, but that's something I'm really excited that's here. So the main objective is definitely getting the walls up, and once the wall's up, I definitely want to get the TV mounted. Alright, I just shot that whole section and realized that I did not have my microphone on. But so we ended up spray foaming here in these grooves. So I got to shave that excess off. I originally had put you know, kind of like this. I just been starting to put the excess in there, and I did that on a few, and then we stopped, and I had some spray foam cans, and so I started doing that. Well, these 4 took up 1 can, and I realized that's just not going to be efficient. That's not going to, you know, be the best way to do this. So we had all this excess insulation, so I decided, okay, well, why not just start slitting that and putting those in all the grooves, and I still have 1 whole sheet left over. So I just got to shave that off, and then we'll start getting the wall up. I think I'm going to start at the front, work my way back, kind of like we did on this side. Alright, so just got done doing a bunch of rearranging. Got the pieces of wood that I actually need for the one that goes right up front there. So now I have that area that I can work in. Like I said, I got the board that I need. I'm going to start putting in the lower one, and then all the top ones are literally going to look identical on this side. So as long as they fit somewhat close, not a big deal. As you can see, there used to be a gap between each board, and we just kind of eliminated that when we did this side. And we weren't really able to do anything here, but we are going to have to do some kind of trim in between there. So our gap up high is a little bit bigger, but we're going to figure out a way to kind of bridge those gaps and fill that like it was before. So we're going to find a way to kind of bridge that gap like before. The piece that was up there we had to kind of destroy just when we were taking stuff apart, so we're not going to be able to reuse that. So we're going to find something a little bit different, but having those gaps, no big deal. So we'll go ahead and do the same over here. So up here is kind of what I was talking about, where you can see there's that gap in between. The reason we had to stick with that is because this piece goes above, and we had to perfectly match it up with the door, the original hole. So that's why this one still has that. So we're still gonna be running that, you know, trim piece along the wall. This one just has a little bit more of a gap because of the way that it was set up with the door and everything. So on this side, we're gonna try and not have that gap. So I'm gonna start getting these pieces in, and this should go fairly quick. And then hopefully I'll be able to paint. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that today, and I don't know if I want to do that until we've drilled the hole for our electrical, so I might hold off on that. But at least once the walls are up, you know, we're making progress. We're getting a little bit farther, and then it's literally just electrical and cabinets. So really good progress. Alright, so we've got all the foam shaved down, and now we can go ahead and start putting the wall up. Alright, so the walls are back up. My parents are wood chipping over there, that's what you're hearing in the background, but the walls are up, which is freaking awesome. So now we just gotta figure out what we're gonna do in regards to like trim pieces. So obviously I don't want these nasty gaps here. We have paint for it. I'll get that real quick. Go ahead. So we're just going to be using some Kills 2 Gray. This stuff will go right over kind of this nasty, grimy stuff that's already up there. So we're going to slap this on, but I'm going to wait to paint until we ran the rest of the electrical. So we're going to get a few other things done. I want to get that spring re-tightened. I want to get all of our tie-down points secured in, and then we actually just got our flip door done. So now we have a ramp again. So it's really coming together. So, you know, there's the fine things like doing the trim pieces here, trim piece over this, but I gotta tighten this first. So there's a few odds and ends, but as of right now, we could travel in this trailer right now. So we're gonna get to putting the tie downs in. So now that I went ahead and went underneath the trailer and drilled up through the bottom, because we didn't actually remove the original anchor points. They're super flimsy. We just welded our new plates over them. That way we'd have the right holes to kind of go through as we came up. So now we're gonna go ahead and take the hole saw and basically get that area drilled out so that these will be nice and flat and recessed in there. How you feeling?
Yeah.
What's up, ballers? Okay, so we got this drilled out. Got a nice hole there. So I gotta go get new hardware because we put the insulation and then the flooring. The original bolts that were with those aren't gonna work. So I gotta go get 3-inch. That's what I got for all the new tie down points. So we gotta go get some 3-inch. Alright, so it's now Sunday and just knocking out a few more things. I got my first tie down point in. Getting that mounted in, I just used some 3-inch flat top machine screws with like the bezel. Then I just took a step bit and kind of, and I still got to do it on this one, is bezel those holes so they fit flat. But you know, the rest of the walls are up, like I said yesterday. I actually got the first leveler in. I'm going to turn this thing off. So I got our first leveler in. So that looks great. So now I just got to go ahead and get the rest of the tie down points in. And this thing will be travelable. Alright, so both of the levelers are now in. So let's check these out. So here's leveler number 1 on the passenger side, nice and snug in there. There's number 2, and here's the most exciting part, is having the spring retension so I can lower the door. Watch how easy this is. Boom, I mean, we were able to do that one-handed, so freaking awesome, so excited. Alright guys, so that's going to end it for another episode of Caswell Customs. So, you know, like I said, the trailer's not completely done. We didn't get a ton done, but we got some important stuff done. So those tie-down plates are now in. The back rear door now works. So finally be able to use this to take stuff anywhere we need to go. So that's awesome. We got the Kubota in here. Now I kind of want to see how well my truck fits in here. So stay tuned for that. That's definitely coming in a video soon. Also, huge announcement. I'm so happy and thankful. We just hit 100 subscribers. That's unbelievable. I can't believe we've made it this far, you know, in just a couple months of filming. So, you know, thank you guys so much for subscribing. If you guys could just share this and, you know, get your friends to subscribe too, that'd be awesome. Plenty more content to come. So, you know, once again, thank you guys so much. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like. Go ahead and check out some of our other videos on the truck or snowmobiling. As always, this is Vince with Caswell Customs. See you in the next one.